years old, or ever created. I was 12 years old, and it was a sequin maxi skirt. I
Okay.
thought I was so dope with it. Couldn't go anywhere with it because it was extremely see through for a 12-year-old. So I was like, okay, fine then, whatever.
Hmm.
But I've always had that influence and that that drive to just want to create
Right,
in
right.
fashion.
Okay.
That's always been me.
And where are you originally from?
I'm from here. I'm a
Wow,
native, yeah.
that's
Born and
dope.
raised in Phoenix.
Yeah, man, that's
Yes,
dope.
sir.
What
Yes,
side of the
sir.
city you from?
South. South
South
side.
side. Definitely,
South
definitely.
side. Yes, sir.
Most definitely, most definitely. That's one of the more notorious neighborhoods in Phoenix. You know, most of the
You know
people
it.
are from that area. Most of the black people anyway. So, are you still living on that side, or you
Pretty
ventured
much.
out? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
South side Levine area.
Right,
Yeah.
right. That's most definitely, most
Mhm.
definitely. So you coming up in that area, you know what I mean? As a kid, and you
Yeah.
happened did you go? You went to college, right?
I did go to college.
Mhm.
I'm still technically in college. I'm taking a break. Just be honest with you. I'm taking a
Right.
break because when it can be overwhelming. And I
Definitely.
was a class of 2020 graduate, so I had the weight of the pandemic.
Mhm.
Is my job profession even going to be alive because of the pandemic?
Right,
We
right.
didn't when 2020 happened. We like nothing was certain.
That's real.
And so I was my passion is still fashion as
Mhm.
well as photography.
Okay.
So I'm in school for, I mean, not photography, in school for psychology. It's one of
Psychology.
those P words. But I you know, I always went. I always was going, right?
Mhm.
And I was since high school, I was on the dance team,
Right.
the photography team. Even then when we had it, the fashion team. So I was always doing something and I didn't give myself that time to
Mhm.
that breather.
Right.
And so I went straight into college, burned myself out, and I had to recover from that.
Right.
And that took a toll on me mentally and physically.
Right.
I was tired all the time, no motivation, didn't want to do anything, just didn't want to get nothing done. I was
Mhm.
just kind of just there, like just a husk of what I was. So
Right.
it's crazy, but
Yeah.
we
So
here.
you got. So who would you say are some of your inspirations in fashion?
Ooh.
Would you say some of the people that you looked up to, some of your favorite designers?
Some of my favorite designers. Absolutely, and it's not even clothing, but absolutely Christian Louboutin.
Mm-hmm.
Them red bottoms. I've been looking at them red bottoms since I believe the first pair I was conscious enough to remember
Mm-hmm.
was Beyonce back in 2012.
Right.
I think she went to some basketball game, and she said front row, so y'all got to see what she looked like. And I was looking at her shoes. I'm like, "Yo, that's so dope, mom." I'm like, "I think they're turquoise. They're turquoise, and then they're red on the bottom." I was like, "That was so cool to me."
Right.
And I was like, when I found out the story behind it, he sketched something out and spilled a little bit of red nail polish on it, and he was like, "I can run with this," and I'm like, "That's dope."
Yeah, man.
And so,
And that's what fashion is.
mhm,
It's making something out of nothing. You know what I
yes,
mean? And making it into something that changes people's lives.
right, right,
And definitely those shoes are definitely iconic. Definitely.
absolutely,
I can't wait to buy me a pair one day.
Oh my
absolutely.
oh my
You
goodness.
want to buy them at the same time? Me too.
Yep.
Let's do it. That's the dream of mine.
Walk into
Yeah, I
the
got
store and
Uncle
be
over here
like,
sweating.
Right.
Talking
I
let's
got.
try
about some red bottoms. You better go walk in some paint.
Bye. But Christian Louboutin, Versace,
Definitely.
that gold,
Mm.
it's that gold for me. It's
Yeah.
always gonna be the gold. Versace, um, just a lot of the pretty much the name brand people,
Right, right.
and
Well,
so
that's high end. That's very high
high
end
end
high end
fashion.
fashion.
people.
Definitely.
My inspirations now though are I wouldn't dare say little because they're not
Hmm.
little in name. I mean in terms of, but even their notoriety, they're pretty big for their name.
Right,
There's
right.
a lady out here, and her name is, if she's watching this, girl, please forgive me. I think her name is Ashley. Can't pronounce. It's either Deshay or Deche. She's dope, and she's
Really.
an awesome designer out here. Um, my sewing teacher, in all the way in Oklahoma, name is Terry Owens,
Wow.
and her business is made to order
Okay.
designs. And then this lady was, when I watched her, she was the one who encouraged me to do it because she did tutorials on YouTube. Because I'm self-taught. I didn't go to
Wow.
school for this, so
Wow.
I just learned trial and error.
Yeah,
Our
man.
needle and thread works.
Right.
What doesn't? And her name was Anita Rivers,
Okay.
also known as Classic Royalty. Dope work. Like
Wow.
she just I never seen anything like her work before. She's awesome. And so, you know, grabbing from here, grabbing from there. And then like I said, my aunt, my very own aunt, and then my grandma,
Mm-hmm.
and her legacy. So, we always keeping this thing running. And
Yeah.
we get designs from anywhere,
Right.
everywhere.
And that's what it's about too. Also looking at other stuff and getting ideas.
Yes.
What is your favorite design right now? What is it that you're most proud of right now?
Ooh. So last week I did my very first fashion showcase of all work, of my own work. And there's one particular dress in it that I just when I made it, I was like, this is dope. And I'm using the word dope because I'm like, it's not even the word I'm looking for. Like to me, that's my magnum opus. That's my
Oh yeah.
this can't be compared to,
I
you know what I mean?
use that too.
Yeah, I'm like, this is my, you can't touch this.
Definitely.
This was awesome work. And it's this high-low dress I made,
Mhm.
and it can be tied in so many different ways. So you can get
Wow.
like
The orange one?
you can get like 100 different dresses
Wow.
out of one design.
That's always dope.
And I was like,
That's what women love.
absolutely.
You know what I
You
mean?
can change
You
it up
got-
in the show.
You got 10 outfits.
Right.
With-
In one.
In
In
one.
one.
They
I'm
love
like,
that.
in one.
10
And
different looks.
yes, and the model I had, my models, if they're watching this, thank y'all once again. Because I told them it was last minute. I'm like, look, I don't even have money to pay y'all. I'm like, can we just be dope? Can we just be cool?
Right.
Like y'all rocking some designs. If you
Right.
want, you keep the outfit, And I thank people for taking the time to give. I don't like saying the word small because I'm a very strong believer in you have what you say.
That's real.
So I call myself not a small business, but a blossoming business.
That's real.
Always forever growing, always forever evolving.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, I thank people for letting the businesses that are in their like building block stages and giving them a chance.
Yeah, man.
Because that's a gamble.
That's all it is. Man.
You could be like, look, I see you sew, but like maybe you want to hold the needle for somebody, like
Right.
it could just, it's different.
Yeah,
It's for
and it's
everybody.
definitely, and especially for us, I mean, it's very important because you don't see a lot of. We got Kanye right now. It's probably the only person I could think of off the top of my head that's high fashion.
Yeah,
That's from the Black community. We have to put more faith in our code.
Somebody,
Okay.
But I mean, just exactly using your name, we need more of that.
he died recent. Virgil.
Mhm.
He's a good he was a great fashion
Oh, yeah?
designer too.
Dope.
I never heard of him. What was his last name?
Hold on.
Welcome,
Virgil.
Elijah from Rocky Point, enjoying
Virgil
your
Abloh.
vacation. What was his name?
Virgin Abloh.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
he
was a big
did it.
designer?
Yeah, he did it for a lot of people.
Okay.
Like Drake, and he designed for a lot of people.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's like I'm saying. Like I remember, I'm an OG, so I remember the days of our clothing. Setting trends. We
Yes.
had
Oh my God, yes.
rocker wear, we had FUBU, we had
think he
cross
made-
colors.
Apple bottom.
We had
bottoms.
everything, man. I mean, you
I look
gotta-
at baby fat.
Baby
that
fat.
Baby fat.
I mean, we was
Little cat. Oh my!
man.
That was the stuff that when you asked too, what was my inspiration?
Mhm.
Seeing my cousins when I was little, like, yo, they look so dope. I can't wait till like I'm old enough to dress like that, right?
Right.
Not understanding at that time, style forever changes and
Definitely,
evolves,
always
and the
evolving.
facades and everything.
Mhm.
But I was born 2002, like I'm a baby,
Right.
but 80s, 90s. I take inspiration from every era, starting from the 20s.
Definitely.
So 1920s, the 1930s,
have
even
to.
during the
Right.
Great Depression,
Mhm.
1940s during the World Wars,
Right.
1950s, the
Mhm. Yeah,
the poodle skirt, the
definitely.
60s, the
Mhm.
70s, the
And
awakening.
you have to know your eras too.
I love it.
And
I
because
love
I
it.
mean that's part of a fashion of knowing how
Yes.
exactly people were dressing at those times.
And why?
And clothing is a revolving door also.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? All these styles come back. They're pulled from something else. They're
Yes.
pulled from a different era. And people look at them and say, okay, I love
Make
that.
this work.
And there's certain things that, especially for ladies, would never go out of style.
Oh, I'd never.
Never.
The black, it's the reason it's called the little black dress.
Mm-hmm.
The Audrey Hepburn dress, that's
It'll
that
never
classy
never,
look.
no,
Never.
never go out of style. Never.
In the little black dress, you can make that into many different looks. You can put a red belt. You can
Yeah.
the accessorization you can do.
You can make
with
it
that
bright,
dress.
elegant. It's so dope.
Man. And that's
what made me want to get into it. Like,
Mhm.
let's get together. Let's just work. Let's work with colors. Let's work
Mhm.
with shapes. Let's
Right.
work with fabrics.
Mhm.
Endless.
When I was little, you uncle understand. I used to try to dress like Tone. So I used to try to be like buying big old baggy
Oh my
jeans
goodness.
and
The
a
early
big old
2000s.
yeah.
Them jeans?
Yeah.
Them
Big
baggy
jeans.
jeans.
Like the big old
That would
baggy
probably
jeans.
go down as one of the
Then, like-
worst
then, like-
fashion eras
like-
ever.
Like
You know it's coming back.
Y2K? Y2K fashion? Let's talk about it.
the boxers, just like the pinstripe boxers,
Yeah.
then like
I know
a tank
what you're
top.
talking about. Got to show you how your boxers showing. Some big jeans.
But the baggy jeans are coming back in style too, though.
Yeah, big jeans are
I
coming
thought
back.
about it.
Ladies are wearing the big.
The ladies-
men
Yeah,
haven't wearing
dudes
it
are
check.
wearing. They'll get like big old baggy jeans, and like
Mhm.
put like a tight belt on it.
Yeah, man.
And,
I
like,
don't know
It's the
what's
mom
going
jean
on.
era.
Yeah.
The mom
Yeah,
jean
the
era is
mom
coming back.
jeans
is
Or
so
the
weird.
baggy, I
The
literally
baggy
call them the
mom-
paper bag pants.
The boyfriend jeans.
Yes.
I seen a
Boyfriend
couple
jeans.
people
It's
talking about Gen
comfortable.
Codes
Yeah.
are coming back.
Yeah.
You know what the Gen Code jeans are? You know what those are?
Nope.
They the big flaring out jeans that the skateboarders used to wear.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But they are though. That's and
Yeah.
even now, like all depending on whose style you're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
You're seeing a resurgence of the twiggy silhouette in terms of like the short dress, the short slim fitting dress.
Definitely.
That was twiggy in the 60s.
Yeah, and she
So
was
you-
a fashion icon.
Yes. So
Definitely.
you're seeing a resurgence of that. You're
Mhm.
seeing the bell bottoms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love me a good bell bottom.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But bell bottoms,
Bell
it
bottoms.
seems like they always have a resurgence.
Yeah.
They're one of those
They're-
pants that
they're
just
just
comes
cool.
back
It
and
just
never
comes
goes.
back every 10
Yeah.
years,
Mhm.
15
Yeah.
years.
We
That's
just
what it
in
seems
that-
like,
We're in that point
Well,
on the
the-
timeline, huh?
even the boot cut. The
Mhm.
boot cut.
Mhm.
People just, I think, we've been tight. Everything been tight for the last 10, 15, 20. People want to loosen up. This generation is going to be the
Mhm.
opposite of their parents.
Yep.
So their parents, you running around with tight ass pants on that. We're not doing what dad's doing.
They're like, nah. we gonna
Nah,
do what we do.
cuz that ain't
I
it.
choose to breathe, actually.
That ain't it, big dog.
Hey, man.
You can see your camel toe.
I will be happy that bigger jeans are coming out because, hey man, I've had a lot of gripes with tight jeans and big people, man. I love my big people. You know what I'm saying? I have no problem with y'all, man. But them little bitty jeans y'all been squeezing in the last 10 years.
with them little you can it don't just
Listen.
little legs and big upper body just don't go together.
It don't work, bro.
They out here looking
Look-
like Guru
Man,
I'm just
dog,
like-
Despicable Me.
man.
Or over here looking like over here
I'm
look
like,
like
I know
Dr.
you're not comfortable,
Eggman.
baby. I know you're not comfortable.
I done
It's
seen
okay.
some mess,
They
man.
get home and go,
Get a stylist.
I seen a
personal
dude.
chopper.
I'm like, man, bro, I know.
Oh
you,
my-
I don't know.
hey, I need one of those.
We used to work with him. I forget, where was we at? When we was, I ain't gonna say the place, but remember I used to tell you used to see him too, and he's had tight ass polos on
every day.
and some
Y'all lying.
jeans so tight, man. That boy's stomach, I know he was hurting. I know his stomach was hurting, ribs hurting, everything.
The
Bro,
ribs.
No,
Not the
dude,
ribs. Don't
for
bring the
real.
ribs
The way
in
he
this.
wear his pants used to be so
man.
tight, and then he would wear a belt over the tight pants,
Right, and then he
tuck his
and-
So
shirt
no,
just
in.
right.
muffin top.
Right,
muffin top.
City.
style.
Muffin.
So,
I'm
hey,
muffin top
you know
right
what I
now. Let me
mean?
just be quiet.
I'm
but-
gonna be happy when the comfortable jeans come back. For everybody can be comfortable.
Look,
man.
this is how people dressing nowadays. Got the big old upper
Oh
body
my
with the
gosh.
little old legs.
Yep.
You
Look
ready
like
to
you
go pull
struggling
up.
walking
I'm
around.
Hey, man.
You're not trying
What's
to
the
loosen your
possible?
gut up because you're not trying to let your buttons pop.
We got to do better, folks. We're a bigger society, so yeah, I understand.
I know my style. I can't be wearing skinny pants. That's
But
why I
you
be
know
wearing
one thing?
sweatpants.
One thing that has never gone out of style for women:
What's that?
girdles.
Why do you
Never.
say that?
Never
Girdles
will.
or the
They
shapewear.
don't wear them anymore.
The shapewear.
They do. They just evolved in shape. That hourglass.
No one
That-
wears the girdle.
That's
Yes,
literally
they
Not
what
the
it
do.
women that should be wearing them don't wear
Okay.
them. That's what I'm gonna say.
I did not say that.
Somebody said.
he said not the women that should be.
I'm
Bye.
sure, like,
Somebody said.
because I remember, women used to wear the slips. They have everything on to try to slip.
Oh my
Yep.
god!
Try to
Slip.
I
slim
was
this
wearing a
stuff
slip
out.
at 3 years old. I'm like,
Nobody do that anymore.
Yep.
That you see
I
every
forgot what
single
the-
roll, every row. Like
Women
You
used
see-
to
you
for
can see
real,
through the
they used to
clothing.
wear pantyhose,
Mhm.
girdles,
It's
slips.
just.
man,
I
They
wonder.
used to wear layers.
That's interesting to me. That is something I always find interesting because I'm like, when did the change? Because, like I said, I was born and raised in church,
right.
so
Right.
that was
Those
Oh,
women-
it was
you were
always
expected to wear
Right,
it.
exactly.
always.
You
Yeah.
better come in here with a girdle. You better
Right.
come in here with a slip.
That's real.
I better not see I can see the light, and I better not see through your dress.
That's
Right.
real.
That's a problem.
That's real.
Yeah.
Like so,
Every time.
I grew up with that, so that kind of seeped into my fashion. Like, okay, bend over. Let me see if it's gonna rise in the back, and if it rises in the back, I'm like, this is a problem.
Those rules don't.
I call it the hallelujah test. If you
Right.
can't lift or bend down,
I do it
Don't
every
wear
time.
it.
Every
Every
time I
time.
put some shorts on or a dress
You should.
on, first thing
I
I
think
do
you
is bend
should.
over. Is this too short? Can you see mine?
Right.
Mhm. I think you should.
That's
And I'm somebody that's
definitely
like,
lost. That's over.
I'm somebody that believes in modesty and looking cute. Like you
Right.
can be,
You can
like,
do both.
you can do both, and even
Mhm.
there, you can show skin and still be classy with
That's
it.
real.
See,
That's real.
Right.
that's my opinion because I see some stuff. I'm like, hey, you cute sis, you are. But if that was like 5 inches a little longer,
Mhm.
dope.
Right.
Yeah,
Dope on you.
there's
That's real.
a lot of freshmen now at my
Mhm.
school. Dog, they wearing like little itty bitty like freshmen getting dress coded every day. Like they
Man.
That's
look
crazy too, though.
like
That's
little
cool.
straps. I'm
They
like,
might as
what?
well just
Why
be
did they
wearing
even walk
training
into-
bras.
That's
Like,
like, why did they
they-
even walk into?
Like
Exactly.
they it's like they have like little itty bitty.
But it's the
I'm like,
parents.
They letting it
Your
happen.
mama let you go out the
Yep.
house like
My
that?
mama, see, that's that part. Cause
Right.
see, it wasn't until now, recently, I'm like,
Now I can wear what
what
I
you think,
want.
Ma? What you?
yeah. As a
now
dude,
I can wear what I
look, I'll
want.
be walking out the house. Look, uncle like, why you wearing that tight ass shirt for? I'm like, you so right. You so right. Let me go.
Let me go
on
change this.
Let me go and change this.
Get my life together.
That's real, man. That's what we doing though. I mean,
Mhm.
we're always trying to get better. Who do you
Always.
think? Who do you think are the fashion icons of today?
Oh, of today. Oh man, that is such a broad statement. Because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, fashion people don't shun me. I don't really follow trends, so like
That's-
I'm not really looking at all the
Right,
fashion shows.
right.
New York Fashion Week just happened, and I would
Mhm.
see, influencers I follow post.
Right. But
But I
like
don't watch the
Beyonce, you
shows.
don't think she's a
Okay, so if you mean like that, yeah, I can talk like
today?
that.
Definitely,
Absolutely.
she sets trends.
Nobody wants
what
to talk
she
about it
does.
but Kanye.
Right. Hey,
No,
Yes.
like nobody. Look, I'm here. Here's my opinion on Kanye, and I'm gonna get off of it. Kanye is a genius. Like I feel like it's the term. He's a broken genius.
Mhm.
Like
he's a genius.
he's out of his mind, and
I think
his
he's
mind.
great
Is,
at marketing.
His dark
He's-
twisted fantasy, like he said.
He's great at marketing
He's the
his
best.
creativity.
He's the greatest.
he's
He's the best.
he's smart. That's like that man.
'Cause, like,
He's smart.
Yeah.
Very
It's been
intelligent.
pieces of his clothing that I've looked at and I've seen. And I'm just like,
What are you doing?
But you got to understand.
right, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
He
Right,
set-
what was your thought
He
process
has
with
When
set
you
it?
did this.
trends
Mhm.
though. He has set trends. His style of shoe, everybody
Mhm.
else has jocked it.
Yeah.
Nike has one.
Yeah.
Adidas has one.
Mhm.
Everybody has
You know-
jocked his style.
you know
and
them
made a
Yeezy-
shoe in that.
Them
in
Yeezy
that
slides.
True.
core ram. You know what he
Like you can
created.
see knockoffs at Target.
You know
and
them
such
Yeezy
now.
slides?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they ain't the best looking things in the world. But I see a lot of people at school wearing
They
them.
love them.
Oh, my
I mean,
friend.
me personally, I wouldn't, but y'all go ahead.
To me, they look like
pillows.
no.
Oh.
The,
Oh.
The
Oh.
space
Said
boots
no.
thing, they are huge like
Yeah,
pillows.
I
The
think they
space
just-
boots thing.
No, I was talking about the other ones. The first ones he came out with, the ones that
Oh,
look
you
like
talking about the,
shower shoes.
The shoes, yeah. That's his
mhm.
slides.
Yeah.
But they man, he does
Hold
it
on,
differently, man. He definitely has a different way of doing it. When you look at it, you say that's Kanye. And
No.
see, that's what we were talking
Those look
Yeah,
like
I know
space
those.
rockets. to
Right.
me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those-
I do
can't-
not
I'm
like
talking about
those.
The other
I
one, the
cannot
first
wear
ones, the
those.
sandal.
They look
looking
like-
ones that he came out with.
Look, I hope she not listening to this. I didn't call her a clown. She know I love her. We went to Disney and she wore those. I'm like, they look like clown shoes. Ronald McDonald.
Are you talking about these, Iesha?
Yeah, those
Those are the
ones.
ones.
Oh,
She's
yeah. Yeah.
Well,
I wear Crocs.
you do.
I do. I wear them comfortably.
And
I
I
wear
hope
them
you know Anna
comfortably.
is watching.
Good. I wear my Crocs comfortably.
She
I
feel
She
don't-
hot
said,
shit.
he said, this is just what I do, and y'all
I
gonna
don't know
accept me
how he
as I
does it.
am.
I don't
Cause
know.
it's like, usually, especially after basketball practice,
They so ugly, bro.
they
They-
comfortable though. Like they're
The
so.
thing is, I'm
They
a
ugly,
klutz,
man.
so like I stay tripping over stuff.
Right.
The one time my friend let me wear her Crocs, tripped the whole way through. I'm like, okay, take these off my feet. I'm
They
done.
too big and clunky,
And
and
just
They're,
Yeah.
just,
look,
they're
They're
comfortable.
too
I have
bulky.
huge feet though. That's why.
those prisons, the one that you just showed, those remind me of prisons.
Yeah,
I think
that's
they-
what, that's
I
what I
think-
was talking about. That's the ones that look.
prison shoes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the prison
I think that.
The
I
shower
think that's what they
shoes, yeah.
wear.
Yeah, I think
It is-
he did that as a joke. Like, let me make
Let me
some
see
Let me see how much
who
money
know
I'm
what this
putting
is
on
for
this.
real.
and put these in.
Let's see how.
But
Let's see
you
how
know-
much
and
money
put
I'm
them on the
gonna
market, and now
Gotta go.
everybody wearing
Yeah.
them.
But look, that's oh man, I had an idea and I just lost it. Like it was right there and it just passed. But I think too, I mean, graphic T-shirts have always been in style.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
now, like, for example, I was going to do it today, but I was like, nah, that's too short. And to take a graphic T-shirt and to like make it something new, or like make it a dress, make it a
Right,
mini
yeah.
skirt,
Yeah.
some, like
Mhm.
I think
I've been seeing
that
those on
pandemic
TikTok.
really made people creative. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
Like
did.
it made you take what you already had and create something
Yep.
new.
Mhm.
So when you say like what fashion statements of today, nobody was going out during that time, and I think we're
real.
still kind of recovering. Like we way better than we were, but
Right.
recovering. And so we have a bunch of people wearing the
Whatever they
what they
created,
had, right?
yeah.
Whatever they created,
Yeah.
what they had. And he honestly, that's what if I'm gonna be honest, that's what really had me. That's what jolted me to be serious about it.
That's dope.
My best friend was like, "Sis, can you make me a bonnet?"
Wow.
And I was like, "I don't know
Oh,
how to
yeah,
do
her-
that,
her
but
bonnets,
YouTube,
They're
Google."
amazing.
they look
Listen,
ridiculous.
Cool.
I
I'm gonna
tried.
get one because y'all know
This
me.
dude here in his bonnets.
Y'all
So-
know me.
Hey,
I'll
no,
wear one.
I do bonnets. I was thinking about doing
I'm gonna give
do-rags.
you one. I'm gonna give you one of them bonnets.
They Ooh, my
Gosh.
He
favorite.
said, "Why?"
One of my
that,
favorite.
that bonnet look comfortable.
You like them?
Yep.
One of my favorite
Thanks. I'm like,
graphic tees. I wear this. They see it. My Whitney Houston shirt. I love that Whitney
You walk
Houston
around
shirt.
looking like a pink.
I
Q-tip.
love that. It's
Which
the
one?
black. It's the all black one, and it has Whitney Houston face on it. And it says Whitney, and like you never see me wear that.
Oh, you talking about the T-shirt?
Yeah, the
Oh,
T-shirt.
I thought you had a bonnet that had
No,
Whitney on
no.
it. I'm like,
No.
I bought it. Actually, I'm
I
playing.
don't remember this, bro.
The
He
90s
said, I don't
collection.
remember this.
No, but mainstream media in terms of fashion,
Mhm.
for sure, like you said, Beyonce.
Yeah.
Like, think about what happened when Beyonce wore Fashion Nova for the first time. Fashion Nova been around.
Yeah.
The
it
second
was
she wore
around
Fashion
it was
Nova,
around
Real.
for a while.
second
Mhm.
she wore Fashion Nova,
It blows
Fashion
up.
Nova takes
Everybody.
off.
Yeah.
The same with Shein also.
Shein, Sheen, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But it's when these when these big influencers start wearing
Wearing
things,
these-
it's
Mhm.
marketing.
Yeah.
This world is based on marketing.
Yeah.
Marketing
That's
yourself,
real.
marketing your brand,
Mhm.
marketing. For some people, the family, whatever.
Right.
But like
Exactly. 'Cause I was gonna
Yeah,
think
it's
about
just
them.
representation, right?
Mhm.
So every platform. I always tell myself I don't take any platform lightly.
Right.
Like
right.
just because nobody has to support you. Nobody
real,
has to
man.
be there for you.
That's real.
And so but on that note, when Beyonce wore it, takes off. So now we got
Takes off.
everybody wearing the Fashion Nova,
Mhm.
the comfortable jeans,
Mhm.
the that I don't okay, the club wear that's been on the
Yeah,
scene.
definitely.
But that's become you see it every day now. Like it's
Yeah.
not just something you see at the club anymore. You
Right.
see it in the grocery store. You
Mhm.
see it you see
In
it
everyday life.
everyday
That's
life.
real.
And so
Even with some people who work 9 to 5s, you
Mhm.
see club attire and be
yeah,
like,
it's the whole
Come
city
on,
girl
son.
stage. I'm calling it
Right.
the city girl era.
Mhm.
City girl up by
Oh,
500.
yeah.
Anyway,
The
Hot girl.
hot girl summer.
girl
Yup.
summer.
Yeah, it's
Like,
definitely
you
the
know,
hot
that
girl era.
all those music videos, they that stuff is important.
Yeah.
Especially not only to the musician and the
Mhm.
artist, but to the audience. Like,
Definitely.
oh, she's wearing that. That's dope.
Right.
Remember the Feeling Myself video
Mhm.
with Beyonce and Nicki
Oh
Minaj,
yeah.
and they was wearing those jersey
Mhm.
dresses.
Definitely. Took
They-
off.
We saw that,
Yep.
Took
know,
off.
and that's been stuff that we as a culture have been doing since the
Mhm.
90s, 80s. That's just what we do.
Yeah.
The like the Freaknik style.
Yep.
That's just who we are.
Mhm.
But it's been it's been put on the mainstream now, and everybody's kind of in a way made it their own.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
what
I'm
would
here for
be
it.
what would be the dream person you could make a dress for?
Oh my God. Zendaya.
Oh yeah.
Zendaya,
She
where
is
you
so
at, girl?
fine.
Zendaya is like,
She perfect though.
who
She
said
has a
that?
perfect body to
She
have a
does.
dress for.
Zendaya is she's height. She's
Oh yeah.
the perfect body.
Mhm.
She's I have so many people on that list. So
She dating
Zendaya,
Spider-Man. Like that's crazy. Like, that's actually crazy.
no, but even then, did y'all see the dress she wore to that premiere?
I didn't see.
It was a dress that was beaded with spider webs, and I said, whoever did that, good job.
That's
I'm like
dope.
that, like
Yeah.
that's perfect marketing for
Yeah.
Marvel, perfect marketing for her because the silhouette on her was awesome.
Yeah.
But oh man, I would love to design for Lizzo. Lizzo's dope. I don't care what
Yeah.
anybody. Lizzo, she got a confidence that is unmatched. I don't care what anybody got to
Definitely
say.
got to give her that.
Since she got a confidence that's unmatched.
Definitely have to give her that.
I got so many people, man. I want to even branch out into menswear,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
just suits and stuff.
What about
and
Michelle Obama?
Oh my God,
Yeah, she's
who wouldn't?
yeah.
Like
That would be dope.
the Michelle Obama for me was
That red suit, whoop.
Yeah,
she
Michelle,
just
That red jumpsuit.
she was dope.
Yeah,
she
she's
was
dope.
dope, and so was Obama. So
Yeah.
was Barack when he
Right.
came in there. Remember
And
he
they
wore that
always
tan
look good,
suit.
man. Yeah.
He wore that
Aw,
tan suit,
man.
pissed everybody off.
Pissed
Right.
I'm like,
everybody off.
go ahead, sir, go ahead.
You do
I
it
know
good,
that.
man.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
I think he went
He did it on
into his
purpose.
closet that morning and was like, you know what?
I'm gonna make the world mad today.
Right.
I'm making it everybody's problem today.
Let me go ahead and put on this tan suit.
I
real
know
quick.
that's right.
Ain't
And he
like that,
did.
man.
That to me, like that's what fashion's all about.
Mhm.
I don't like in terms of I don't believe there's following rules. Like that whole don't wear white after Labor Day. Look at me right now. Like
That's real.
white pants.
That's the one fashion statement I've never understood.
It's because it's
Never.
cold. You're not supposed to wear white when it's cold. But it's never cold here.
What?
So
That's I'm like
those
it's never
rules
cold
really
here.
don't
But see, here's the
apply
thing.
in Arizona.
This is why I always questioned it, because as a kid growing up in church,
Mhm.
on Sundays when it was your turn to usher, you
had
had
to
to wear
white.
white.
You had to wear white,
Even
and
if it was after Labor Day.
and if it was first Sunday, the
But
first
this
Sunday
is-
of the
These are fashion rules. Church.
But still,
Church
You're
don't follow
working
those
for
rules.
the church.
Church don't follow. Jesus
You're working
is
for the
Jesus.
church. You gotta wear the white gloves. That's
Have you
how
been
it is.
washed in white?
That's how it is.
Washed in the
man.
blood, cleansed in
Right.
Jesus.
Now
Amen.
I have a question.
What's up?
Now, a lot of people don't agree with his fashion choice.
Okay.
And he got made fun of it for a lot. But Michael Jackson's little general look he used to put on.
You want to know
How did
my
you
true
walk
opinion?
around looking like Captain Crunch?
No, listen, y'all want to know my true opinion? Once again, I think that was a trendsetter.
Right, he was.
He really was.
First of all, I don't know what it was. I had a crush on Michael Jackson when I was a child. Please don't ask questions because I don't know what. I couldn't tell
a
you
lot
why.
of girls nowadays like the young when he was like
His younger days.
Yes.
yeah, like
And I was like, this dude is dope. And so because when he passed, I was like 7 years old. So like the only thing I think I vividly remember of him was Thriller. Like, seeing a Thriller video or well, they hadn't been replaying it at that point, the 30th anniversary. That would always come on. But I was like, this dude is so like I was talking to my sister about this yesterday.
Yeah.
I think people that break rules like that,
Mm-hmm.
you can't really tell them what to do anyway because they
Right.
done already broke the
Yeah,
rule. You like if they got the courage to break the rules, you can't touch them. Like
That's
you
why
can't tell them nothing.
People always looked at him like he was weird because he was always doing something different.
Prince too.
Yeah, just always.
I
doing
was just
something
about to say.
different. I mean,
now
Prince.
Prince is a little weird. No,
I
I
mean,
was
think about it.
playing.
Michael was wearing
Rasp.
masks. These masks that we wearing every day now.
Yep.
He was doing that then.
Because he didn't want to get germed. People, he masked his kids up. Like, and if
some people thought it was because his nose was feeling
like
Right.
he's crazy. But dog, hey man, in Japan they had been wearing the mask.
Yeah.
They had been doing that shit in the Asian countries.
Yeah.
And he probably picked it up there or whatever the situation is.
Another
air quality. And he said it. I read an interview where he said it. I travel all the time. I'm going to all these different countries. I cannot risk not being able to perform because I got sick. Or I gave my children something. Like I'm like he already had the mindset of this
COVID.
is to protect
Right.
This is to protect me and you.
Definitely.
You know?
But he was a forward thinker. You know what I mean? And just still, he's still one of the best dancers still to this day.
A
Michael
lot of
Jackson's
stuff he
untouched.
did was about him. Like you remember he had the white tape around his fingers.
Hmm.
He told him he was like, I only wear the white tape so when the people in the back they can see my hand movements.
See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
I always wondered that. Now that makes sense.
that's why he wore the tape. I don't know about the sparkly socks though.
Because you can see
See
when
him
he pulled-
still.
when
I
he-
guess. I
the-
mean,
He
it
pulled
was
his pants
just
legs
pull his
up.
pants
It's the,
legs
I
up.
guess for
It was
me.
just
The
it's all
sparkles.
it was all about.
It's just a
Being
Michael
able to
Jackson
be
movement.
seen.
He was clean though. He was
gonna
clean.
get on his tippy toes.
Yep.
Let's bring attention to it. Then when you bring attention to this area, I gotta have something on
Like,
dope.
I
But
like
that,
his
that man was such a perfectionist. Like he
right.
just
He really was.
he just, and he didn't go for mess. I think that's why, like, I I don't care what nobody got to say. Beyonce's work ethic is unmatched. Like when she came out with Homecoming,
Mm-hmm.
because when I was little, I'd seen when she came out with what was the first one? Life is but a dream, whatever that
Mhm.
first documentary she did. And I would just look at her work ethic. I'm like, that's
She's an outstanding performer.
outstanding. I'm like, and that's something you want to aspire to be.
Mhm.
Like whatever it is you do.
Right.
You want to put in that work and you want to put in that greatness. And I can honestly say when I first started out, I took business for granted. Like I
Mhm.
didn't understand the importance of um your word and being on it. I
Right,
didn't
that's
understand
real.
that. I didn't
Mhm.
understand the term, oh, I don't have the time. I didn't
Nah,
understand make
make
the
time,
time.
get
I
it
didn't
together.
understand that.
Yep.
And when you truly love something,
You'll do that.
you'll make the
That's real.
time.
Mhm.
Or you'll put time in whatever. I always told myself, or I was always taught people will do what they want to do. And they'll put time in wherever they
real.
want to put their time.
That's real.
So like, people are like, oh, I just couldn't. It's like, so what was holding you back? You know what I mean?
It wasn't that important to you.
It wasn't.
Mhm.
And that mentality, because I let that mentality unadulterated, it turned into an unhealthy obsession with it and not
Mhm.
it didn't turn into a healthy perfectionism.
Right.
So that's when, like I said, thus the burnout, thus the,
That-
oh, I gotta be perfect. It's like, okay, sometimes you're not, and that's okay. But that's acknowledging the need or want to try and be great.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
it's if y'all ever want to talk to me about burnout, I'm your woman. I'm like, I know a thing or two.
Hey, but this dedication is definitely a lot of something that people need to and focus.
Hmm.
That's another thing I tell people. You got to be focused on what you want to do.
Absolutely.
People are scatterbrained. We're all over the place. We got ideas everywhere, but the main idea has to come back to what you're doing. And if it's
Yes.
not taking another step towards your final goal and what you're doing, then you're doing too much. If you're scrapping this and you're not working on what you started on and you're starting something different, you're not going to ever go anywhere. And that's what
Yeah.
people do. They just keep starting new ventures, new ventures, new ventures. Don't start a new venture until you finish the old one.
True.
I haven't even finished this, but I'm gonna start something new because I got this new idea. These people told me this. You're just gonna be running venture to venture to venture all your life. You're never gonna finish anything.
Yeah.
Pick something that has a future, focus on it, and keep going.
Mhm.
Did you have something you want to say, Jimmy?
Oh, about the mentality. One of the biggest, who I'm finna talk about.
Mm.
Kobe had, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The most
Focus.
killer mentality
Oh my God.
you will ever hear about. Like I hear
Yes.
stories about him when he broke his hand,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, somebody was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be the first one in the gym," and you can see he going in the gym, saw Kobe in his PJs shooting the ball with his left hand.
Yeah, you're right, Elijah. You have to be obsessive.
Mhm.
You have to obsess about what you want to do and where you want to be. You have to dream. You have to picture yourself in these places. You have to think
Right.
about yourself in these places like it's a second nature, that I'm going to be there, that it's normal.
Yeah.
When you can't see yourself in these places, then you won't be in these places. That's the way it is. You
That's
have
true.
to be able to imagine and see yourself in these places, in these goals, or it won't happen for you.
You got to show up as that person you want to be
That's real.
before you're that person.
That's real, man.
It's like I used to be like, aren't you delusional doing that? But it's like, no, it's manifestation, it's
real.
creation, it's, embodiment.
That's real.
I always was taught God wouldn't have given you the vision if he didn't
Mhm.
think you could go through with it.
That's
You
right.
wouldn't have even had the dream.
Right.
Like everything that ever is or was started with an idea.
That's real.
Like just the passing. You the owner, right?
We both
We
are.
you.
Mhm.
It was What if I just one day did a podcast,
Right.
right?
Right.
And it's like the invention of the microphone. Oh, what if I had something that made my voice louder?
Right.
Like everything started with something so simple,
Small idea.
a small idea.
That's it.
So just imagine everybody out there with that small idea.
Mhm.
Just imagine how great that could be if
That's
you
real.
hone in on that, you
Yep.
focus it,
That's
you
real.
work on it. You know
Just
what I
like,
mean?
and before we go to break, I'm gonna say a quick story of the guy who invented the television,
Mm-hmm.
because he was like, hey, we got radio, we can transmit sound. Um, what if I can do that with pictures?
Right.
You know what I mean? So he figured out a way. He came up with the tools, he came up with the instruments, put it all
Drew the
together,
design.
drew the
Now look at
designs.
us.
He figured it out, how the
Mhm.
light transmitting and doing. He came a couple different instruments. He built a just an outline of what he wanted to do. Was able to take it to another level, and then before you know it, he was able to bring in a picture from another, transmit a picture across the room. And
Yes.
this was sold to BBC.
I
and
think the
and this
first
is
picture was a apple.
Nah, it was a dude. It was at
Was
first they
it?
did an apple first,
Yeah,
then
the
they did a
first
person
first
to
one
see
was
if
an
they can do a
apple. Yeah.
person's face,
Right.
and they was able to figure out the person's
Mhm.
face, and that's when he was like, "Hey, we got TV." And from
Right.
there, BBC took it. BBC ended up buying the rights from it, and they had the first television.
Yep.
And
Mhm.
there you go from there. This is in Britain. So let's take a
Right.
quick break. We'll be right back with more Faith McCowan. Da-na-na, na-na-na. Welcome back. Welcome back. We're here with Faith McCowan, fashion designer and owner of Soulfully Created. So, what's the future of Soulfully Created? What are we going to see in the future?
Ooh, where y'all want to start? The near future, like couple of weeks future, pajamas.
Oh, dope.
Some
Dope.
loungewear, some nice
That's
satin
dope.
loungewear.
That's
You
dope.
know, like for us ladies,
Mm-hmm.
the slumber party
Right.
loungewear.
Right.
Like we try to match at the slumber party
That's
type
dope,
stuff.
man.
So we gonna see some of that. I'm gonna be producing my dream dresses, like the stuff
Right.
that I
Right.
used to be like, oh, that's too elaborate, that's too this. Now I'm like, no, we going for it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
You talking about ballroom dresses?
Yes.
Like, yeah, big
Yes.
time. Yeah.
Yes.
Dope.
That
Dope.
since I was a child, that stuff has always made me giddy.
Mhm.
Like, you can always see regular fashion and fall in love, but
Right.
my niche is ballroom.
Yeah.
I gotta get into ballroom. Like I made my first ball gown come Thanksgiving last year.
Wow.
And I was like, I gotta do this again. And I made one for prom. Either she didn't like it or she just really honestly forgot to take pictures of the gown, but she didn't wear the gown. And so like that's what I mean when I say like all that trial and error I went through.
Yeah.
But
It's tough.
it's tough, but if it wasn't for that, like to every trial and error of every creation of like,
Mhm.
okay, so that didn't work. So this is how it's gonna work this time.
Right.
Because we gonna make this thing work.
Definitely.
And so it's just been we gonna see some great stuff. We gonna
Okay.
see the best way I can honestly explain it is we're gonna see my dreams finally.
Definitely.
Because I always tried, I could never get with trends, but I was always like, well, that's how you get the people.
Mhm.
But I was like, No, you
No.
get people by being you.
By setting your own. Definitely.
And because it took so long, but I finally come to, I will say one song I like on Beyonce's new album is Cozy, because
Mhm.
I've finally gotten comfortable with myself
Definitely.
and
Definitely.
cozy with myself.
Right.
Y'all about to see my dreams.
That's dope.
So what's next for Soulfully Created? My dreams.
Right.
And
So-
authenticity, my photography. Y'all about to see my visions, like the pictures that come in my mind while I'm like driving down the street,
Mhm.
or I'm in church, or I'm talking to a client.
Right.
Y'all just gonna see. Y'all about to see me, real quick. Y'all just about to see my brain,
That's dope.
how I think.
So how can people find you? How can people look you up if they want to get a dress? What's the best place to locate you to find Faith?
The best place to locate for consultation is Facebook, Soulfully Created. That's spelled so like as if you were sewing, SEWFULLY
Okay.
created. On Instagram, Soulfully Created US. The US is important because things happen. Soulfully Created US, and then yeah, those are pretty much the two main places I'm at with the
Okay.
sewing. And then if ever you are interested in some photography, Authenticity Photography, authenticity.photography on Facebook, and authenticity.photography on Instagram as well. So
Okay.
yeah.
And we're gonna make sure to put the link at the bottom of the video to your
Awesome.
clothes. You have an Etsy, right?
Yes, I do have an
Right.
Etsy.
So we were
It's under
able
construction, but it's
to
there.
thank we should have brought it up on here, but we'll make sure to put a video. Put the link to it for people can get to her clothes and check out what she's doing. Everything's very amazing. She's a very, very great designer, and
Thank you.
we're happy to have her on, and we will be definitely representing anything you have to do in the future. Please let us know. Let us know, because we would definitely help you guys out, help
Definitely.
you out, anything you need.
Elijah said some of the best artists thrive once they can truly be themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Bring those dreams to life.
Yeah.
Thank you. Elijah, you say?
Yeah, Elijah.
Elijah, you looking for a do-rag, a bonnet? I'm like, I take this support seriously. I'm like, you want something?
Elijah does need a bonnet, huh?
I need a do-rag.
You want a do-rag? I'm like, we'll get them do-rags started too.
This dude here.
They
It's the
You
last.
don't need a new
Another-
bonnet. Your satin pink one done.
Yeah, I think
Not
so.
the satin pink.
Yeah, man, this dude here go get the sweetest one.
I couldn't find any other one.
With the black headband
Right.
around it.
Yeah, man.
First of all, real thugs wear pink. You remember Pinky from Friday?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, all right, now.
I hear you.
No, another person real quick who was who inspired a lot of fashion was
Mhm.
also Marilyn Monroe.
Definitely,
Absolutely.
She
hell
did a
yeah.
lot.
All of those
Definitely.
ladies
She's
in that
still-
time.
She'll be iconic for as
Definitely.
long as
Ever.
the earth is spinning. She'll be iconic. People will
Always.
look back at what she had on. People were just wearing something she wore to another award show. That's
Listen, we're not saying
they
names. 'cause
still wearing dresses.
She messed the dress up.
Oh, she messed it up.
Messed it up.
Well, that was the
She
story that
fucked
she
it
fucked
up.
it up. My bad.
I don't know. They
No, she
actually
for real
Chris
fucked it up.
No, she messed it up.
Chris Jenner went on the late night show and they have lie detector tests.
Okay.
Mhm.
Is this our segue into
So
the
she was like, they asked her, did Kim rip the dress? They're like, no. She said no.
You know that was fake, right?
She couldn't squeeze her
hope.
booty. She couldn't squeeze her booty in it.
No, she couldn't.
Mm,
That's
maybe-
where it ripped at. That's
Why?
where
Because like
the zipper
Elijah-
right there
Elijah
above the
said-
booty in the back.
Wow.
Elijah said he will wear your stuff on a podcast.
I think she make dresses, Elijah.
Thank
But
you.
yeah, that's cool.
well, I'm looking into getting into menswear. We can start with a bomber jacket.
Hey, look.
Are you gonna see Elijah on the show? Yeah. So
No, imagine he got a whole boost.
I wear a new top, new
Corset
something
top.
Might wear it
every
well.
something week.
Bridgerton style.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into some news, man.
Oh, God.
And now, this week's Habari News Weekly with Damon Dipling Ellison. Sponsored by...
No one. We're poor.
If you are
we're
looking
poor.
to sponsor,
we're
please
poor.
email us at info@habarientertainment.com or find us on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter at Habari Entertainment.
You have to rethink that, huh, Elijah?
Who said we're poor? Who did that? Y'all are not
So,
poor. Look
I
at this
just-
place.
I just be talking.
Oh, I am. They not.
Stop.
Oh, we're
Stop.
not.
I'm not even gonna let you speak that over your life. No, you're not.
All right, now.
So this morning we're gonna get into a little news. We got let's bring up Putin here. That old Vladimir Putin, man.
Big dog. Or
Oh, Vladimir, man. Vladimir is really one of the main reasons why we're suffering through inflation right now.
Mhm.
I know a lot of people don't want to believe that, but a lot of people don't understand the importance of Ukraine and how much food they supply to the rest of the world. So, and food supply and just supply and demand, period, has still been an issue since COVID. But what Vladimir is doing right now is hurting the import export of food, all type of other products even more. So it was crazy. I want to talk about this because he said he will not negotiate. Ukraine will not negotiate that they still wants to prove it on the battlefield. You know, I thought that was crazy because he the one that came in their house, and now he's talking about they need to negotiate. Could you imagine somebody breaking in your house and telling you after killing a couple people, and then saying, "Hey, we need to negotiate"? Why don't you just leave?
Get out.
Negotiate these
Get out.
Get out.
Get out my house.
Just leave.
You came here
You were here.
wreaking havoc.
Man,
Sir, you can,
You agent of chaos. Get out.
just leave. And he will not leave. Even though they are losing ground, they have been losing ground the last couple of weeks. Ukraine have taken back some
About
of the
4 miles.
yeah,
4
I
square
mean,
miles or
I
something like
forgot
that.
how much it was, but
It's so light.
they've taken back some territories.
Yeah, they have.
It's so sad that even had
It
happened.
is sad. It's very sad.
Like I said, I was born and raised in church, so
Right.
I just view these as sign of the times. You know what I mean? Like that type
It's-
deal. But
it's bad.
it's just that's where we're at right now. You know what I mean? And like I was always raised with be aware, be socially conscious,
real.
like understand what's going on. Like you don't have to agree, but you got to understand what's going on.
That's real.
Like at the heart of it, you need to understand, X, Y, Z.
That's real.
And why that relates to
That's why
ABC.
more of us need to start getting
That's
into
what-
and watching.
That's why
current
we created.
events.
Current.
This is the reason why we exist.
Awesome.
You know what I mean?
That's great. See, I didn't
Because
know
we want to get people involved, and we want to have people updated. People that normally wouldn't be. You know what I mean? You never see a brother like me talking about things like this.
Mhm.
And that's why I like to do this, because it's not that many of us. And then if it is, we got Don Lemon. People don't look at Don Lemon and say, "Hey, I'm no disrespect to Don, but we need more people that look like us. That's people that's closer to what we view ourselves as."
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm no, hey, Don is the man. He has done a lot of good things the last couple years. I didn't agree with a lot of his stance in the past, but what he has done lately has been a lot, and I respect him. But still, like I'm saying, I still think it needs to be more people like me, man, out talking about the news, talking about the things that's going on, informing people,
Current
trying
events.
to get
Yes,
especially things like this war. They found 400 people dead over there, man, buried. They
So
killed
sad.
400 people, man, and more people. We don't look at the wars over there, and we don't think about the atrocities that's going on,
It's
because we in our comfort zone in America, being cozy.
that was one thing I noticed. One of my pastor I always listen to, he actually said that during one of his sermons when COVID first hit.
Right.
He said, excuse me, he said, America is so prideful, and we have this untouchable spirit or conscious to us,
Right.
that when something happens to us, not us,
Right.
not America. Like,
Exactly.
look what happened with 9/11. Like, hate to speak ill, but and it just, the anniversary just passed.
Yeah.
But it's this untouchable. We can't be touched.
Yeah.
Like we the greatest.
Invincible.
We're invincible. We're the
Right.
greatest. Economic system in the world. Land of the free,
Right.
home of the home of the brave. That's when what's his name? Why am I blanking on his name? Gambino came out with "This Is America." I was like,
Oh yeah.
that song to me was so dope, because I'm like, this is America.
Yeah.
Like this, just like everything. And look, even now with the critical race theory, everything they're trying to cover up. Like we're America, the pretty side. Don't look at the dirty
look at
side that made us America.
Right.
but we're America.
And
Look at us
know,
polished.
Look at us polished and clean.
Look at the diamond, the
Look at the-
iceberg at the
yes.
top.
I'm like, look at this one. Like it's an iceberg.
Yeah.
America is an iceberg,
Right.
and the lower you go,
Mhm.
the heavier and deeper this stuff
That's
gets.
real. That's real, and it's sad. I mean, we're fighting every day to make a difference
Every day.
and make it different for our kids and the next generation. I mean, that's all it's about.
Absolutely.
So the next story I wanted to get into was George Floyd is denied a posthumous pardon by the Texas Parole Board after approval was recommended last year. The Texas Board of Pardons Paroles was reversed in a decision to grant George Floyd a posthumous pardon for a 2004 drug conviction, according to a letter obtained by this is from a CNN story. The about face on Wednesday comes nearly after a year after the board voted unanimously to recommend the pardon, and more than 2 years after Floyd was killed by a former Minneapolis Police Department. Just out of nowhere, they just decided not to do it. So I don't get it. The board did not cite a reason for its decision in the letter, which was sent Thursday to the Harris County Public Defender working on behalf of Floyd's surviving family members. You know, I mean, they wanted to do something nice for him because the dude, you know, he had a tough life, and you know, the drug charges and how they've been doing us in the drug war, just
Right.
Focused on the black community, focused
The
on
black
black
and brown
men,
community.
Right.
instead of helping these people and getting these people help and getting them into a treatment center, we was throwing them in jail and
Right.
handcuffing them and putting their knees in their necks. You know what I mean, this man obviously needed help, and nobody wanted to do that. So that's America. You know what I mean? And we need to change it, man. A lot of places have made some switches. Texas is one of them where they made a change on the because they were overcrowded. So they made a change on trying to get people help with drugs, and a lot more states need to follow suit. Arizona, we just throwing people away here. We need to stop.
They're going to the streets.
It's just we need to stop, man, and we need to do something about the fucking homeless. It's ridiculous. But I don't even want to start there.
That's a whole nother conversation.
So we got another story about this Iowa teen ordered to pay her alleged rapist family $150,000.
Oh, see, don't get me started.
Right, and she is not
That right there.
the first sex trafficking victim penalized for killing their alleged assaulter. So this has happened before in this country where they make the person who was getting raped pay the family for the murder.
Once again, put this on a shirt. This is America. Like this, and I can't even say America. This is our world. You know,
Yeah.
But you know,
I just
I don't
don't
know
I
what
was
it
reading
is.
to the reason why she has to pay his family is because it's Iowa state law.
I know restitution has it's silly. I don't understand.
That's why I'm like, don't get me started. Because my deal with stuff like that is, especially me working with children, I had to go through all the teachings of how to handle that stuff, how to, even though these are children, and of course, when it's an adult, it's still the same impact, hurt. I don't understand the whole victim blaming thing.
Right.
For lack of better words.
Mm-hmm.
The whole, like, if it's a man who's caught, because it happens. Yeah, we don't want to talk about it, but it happens. If it's a man that's caught up in it, oh, come on, dude. You let a girl get to you, or you let a dude get you.
Right.
And then when it's a girl, what was you doing? What were you wearing?
Right.
Like, I saw this tweet. It said, if you're not sober, if you weren't sober in the moment, then you're going to be judged for being drunk.
Mm-hmm.
If you were sober, you're going to be judged for being weak.
That's real.
And I'm like, look at the, I was actually surprised by how many, when the Johnny Depp case was happening, the trial, I was actually surprised by how much of the media backed him. Because I was like, oh, Jesus, I'm like, this is going to be a nightmare.
Right.
But I was surprised by how many people backed him.
But when you start hearing the stories coming out, you know, she's insane.
She's crazy. Oh, she was crazy.
She's insane when she's like shitting on the bed. She was tripping.
I saw this tweet. I'm like, that had to be some,
I'm looking at my nails. I'm looking at my hair.
He jumped so fast. I said, Oh
man.
no.
When I seen that come out, I was like, "Nah, you gotta be kidding me, right?"
No, what
That
put
had to be y'all's dog that did that, right?
that?
Nope.
No, the
Hell
nail
no,
in the
that was
coffin
her.
for me was when she tried to lie with the
Yes.
makeup
Right.
and the makeup.
With the
Milani
makeup on the eye.
came out and said, "We actually didn't come out with that." And I was like, "Got you. She got you good." But
Remember when she did it in 2016 or
that's all
15?
she was. It was
and
like
then she came back to court this time with the same on
it's
the same eye.
the same thing. And then when she used the girl was crazy. But my point being, like, it's whatever it is with, because I don't know how the censorship works with DV and SA and the rape and everything. I don't know what it is with the victim blaming. Like even to children, it's like I don't. It's and I in my own family I've seen it. Working with children I've seen
Right.
it, and I'll never
These are
forget.
conversations you have to have before.
Yes, yes, like
You can't have them conversations after and exactly right after, which it seems like people want to do.
Yep.
it's
It's a bad time.
it's funny because when I was little, I did something at school and I was, crying. I was in hysterics, and my teacher calmed me down, and she gave me a little, like, just a little peck, like how teachers give you a little peck on the top of the head or whatever. And so I told my mom, I went home, and because my parents always enforced, no matter what happens or who it was, tell us,
Right.
talk to us.
Definitely.
So I went home, told my mom, I was like, yeah, she kissed me on she kissed me. And she said, she did what? I was like, and the way, and I was in first grade at that time, the way she shifted, I was like, oh no, right here. Like she just, her energy shifted as it should.
Right.
And I was like, but then I realized they were just so serious about it. And I was so comfortable with telling them everything that I told them that. And I didn't realize, like, oh, this is serious,
Yeah.
And it wasn't until I was older because I was one of those kids, didn't get to spend the night at everybody's house until I was like 15 years old. I didn't get to, go everywhere. And it was just because my mom was like, if anything were to happen to you, I could never forgive me because it's my job to protect you.
Right. And just like it's another thing talking about that with the PNB Rock killing
Oh my
Mhm.
God.
this week at Roscoe's.
was-
We saw a lot of people
Blaming this girl.
Blaming their
coming out,
girlfriend.
blaming the girlfriend, talking about it's her fault. She shared the location. But as we see more information comes
learn.
out, it seemed like he shared his location first.
Yeah.
He also shared the location
Mhm.
before she did. I don't know if it seems like they were trying to flex that they were at this location because if I'm not mistaken, a lot of people have if did the game say something about this? No people getting robbed at this location and jewelry in one of his songs, or was that
Like
fake?
it was like 2006 when he said that.
Yeah.
No, he was like, you got to check in with people at in LA.
And he was talking about that chicken and Roscoe's you get.
And
yes.
actually, somebody, I guess, I think 2014,
Mm-hmm.
somebody tried to pay the game to this is just alleged, I guess, but he did say something about it in one of his songs
Mm-hmm.
to do something to Drake because he didn't say anything to anybody, I guess, when he went to LA. And he was like, in one of his songs, he was like, somebody tried to put a hit on you, but he changed his mind and something like that.
Man, this what my thing is this though, dude.
And something just happened in LA.
A lot of people like this checking in shit. I'm sorry.
I
didn't
don't.
mean to cuss, but I really do not like it at all, man. Why would somebody have to check in with some ghetto people who out robbing people all the time?
Y'all remember that movie
I don't
Taken?
understand.
No, but y'all remember that movie Taken?
Yeah.
What happened? I'm not coming from the angle of victim blaming, but I was always taught you do not disclose. You can take as many pictures as you want, but you do not disclose where you are at until you're gone.
Man.
And I like, and that's just being a young woman that I love to travel, but that's being a young woman that loves to travel. Like, do not post those pictures until you're done. I did not post my pictures of my fashion show until I got home.
Right.
Because, just in case somebody wanted to be crazy, I wasn't there. Like, so
I posted them now that I'm not there.
Right. And I could have took some dope pictures, but I did not post them while I was on the grounds of that area.
Yeah.
And I think it's just in this day and age of technology, be smart.
Yeah,
Be
but
smart.
at the same time, man, dude, he has on. I bet you there's many of people that has went to
told
this
him.
restaurant and posted that they was there.
Many.
But the difference is they don't have on
Gold chains.
$250,000 worth of jewelry. That's the difference.
Right.
I think something else just happened in LA. Like,
So you got to be careful, man. You can't. I mean, these cats. And the thing is, also, he was on several podcasts talking about getting robbed and him getting robbed for this jewelry, and he kept just blowing it off. I mean, the man is gone. It's ridiculous, man. But I hate to say it. You know what I mean? And we always, we don't want to victim blame. People tried to tell him beforehand.
Before it went down.
Warning comes before
Exactly.
destruction.
People telling him
Right.
like, dog, you need to take off these chains. I think I was watching
Was it Bootleg Kev?
yeah, Bootleg Kev was talking to him about it. And he just blew him off.
It's this flex. It's flex culture. I don't know.
Man.
It's flex. It's so. We got to be flashy.
Right.
Look at me. Look,
Man.
look at me. Look what I got on. Look at.
It's not worth dying over, man.
It's
It's really
not. It's
not.
not. Never is. Never
Nah.
was.
What was you gonna say, Jimmy?
you know, the rapper, I don't think you know him. T Grizzly.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, cool.
He made all that money off playing video games, right?
That too. He do make a lot of money, and T-Pain too.
Mm-hmm.
But he just got robbed like today or yesterday.
Wow. Yeah,
No, 2 weeks ago.
They'll take you out, man.
They took over $1 million worth of jewelry
Mm-hmm.
and cash over. His LA home was burglarized.
Yeah, man.
Mhm.
But before I forget, getting back to the story of this girl, she was 15
When she
when
ran
she
away.
killed when she
Mhm.
she
When she
was
killed
15
him.
when she killed a man.
Mm-hmm.
She said raped her multiple times. So she'll be paying $150,000 in restitution, and it has reignited this conversation about justice for girls and young women who have gone through this experience. We also had one. It's mostly girls of color that goes through this, and we have another case of, I guess, that happened in '94, where a girl pretty much did the same thing, and she was given life from prison for it.
Yeah.
So I don't know why. I mean, they have to start looking at these cases differently, man. I don't know why they rape should be looked at as that's something that should be looked at as bodily harm towards a person. So if a
Absolutely.
person does
Right.
something to you like that, they should be able to protect themselves. And if that's getting this person up out of there, that's whatever they is to
That's
feel
whatever
to
it
feel
is.
safe.
That should fall under the line of self-defense at that
For
point.
real.
I know.
And that's how I'm feeling about it. If they can prove that she was sexually assaulted, hey man, I don't understand. You can't give her no time, restitution, something she got to pay. She shouldn't have anything. She should be paid money.
Come
In
on.
fact,
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
I mean, she went through all this time. You messing with a man, that's just ridiculous, man. I got one more story here. We got police investigating a home burglary in Arizona, and they find a mummified body in a bathtub. The
Yikes.
woman, I don't. Man, Doc, can you imagine the smell? She's just sitting there with the mummy, just sitting in the bathtub chilling.
What are the details? See, I didn't know that story.
Man,
I need the
man.
details.
Authorities are trying to identify a mummified body found by police in the bathtub of a northwestern Arizona home as they investigated a burglary. Bullheaded City Police said officers responding to a burglary in progress around 3:30 a.m. Saturday discovered 65-year-old Kristen Lee Waiters rummaging through items inside the house. They said there were pry marks on the door indicated forced entry into the home, and that Walters had been going inside for days and taking clothing, purses, and other items she had allegedly planned to sell. So she knew this person was dead. So either she had something to do with it, or you know what I mean, she knew the person was dead. She was taking items.
Maybe the first time she burglarized the home, she saw the dead body and was like, "Oh well, dead."
I don't know, man.
Might as well come back.
Who would take their chance to break in somewhere?
Why are you breaking in the first place?
Right, she's breaking in because she knew it was all good somehow. I don't know how.
That's crazy, a mum. But that means decomposition to set in, like that.
Exactly.
This
that means
been a
this
thing
is an
for a while.
old body, not
Like
just
you said, mummified.
Right.
That's I'm like, this is
mummified. That body been there for some years.
Decompetent.
Yeah. So somebody died and they didn't take them nowhere. They just sitting there.
There's some deep.
And it's probably gonna come out. They've been collecting their Social Security money. You know, it's gonna be some scandalous stuff because you know how they do that type stuff.
Yeah,
man.
It's so crazy to me.
Yeah, man.
Oh my God.
Bullhead City, man. Yeah, man. And they said there's nothing in there. It's empty. It's one of those empty cities. Not many people out there. I don't think. Yeah. Yeah, but
That's even crazier to me. Like what?
yeah, that's crazy, man. And my last story, I'm gonna do real fast. Ron DeSantis is shoving Democrats' immigration policies in their face. They think anyway. They're sending migrants from Texas and Florida, and they're shipping them to Democrat cities and just dropping them off. They dropped off 50 people in Martha's Vineyard this week, and Martha's Vineyard, it's off Little Island off Massachusetts. They have to figure out a way to get these people to where they need to go.
Didn't they send some people to Arizona too?
Now, why would they send people here? We right on the border. Yeah, right on the border. So no, they send them. They try to send them to. They sent them
Like
to
the
Chicago.
northern. Okay.
They sent them to New York. They just trying to send them
Throw
to
'em off.
Democrat cities just
cities
to
and
be on
states,
some
okay.
bullshit.
Yeah, like just to throw them off.
Yeah, I mean it's bull. And they
I was trying to figure out what
spending
family was coming
money to send these people and putting them on planes. They're wasting tax dollars. That could be going to so many
But
other things.
see, this is me and my dad were just having this conversation. This is supposed to be the land of opportunity. Not everybody coming over here is a rapist.
Man,
Not everybody coming over here is a drug dealer. Some of you drug dealers are in the White House. Anyway,
right, exactly.
anyways, but this is the land of opportunity, and like you said, you're using your tax dollars to just play a game of cat and mouse. Like, here you go.
Exactly.
What happened to the sanctuary cities? Like, what happened to the
That's what he's saying
programs?
He's doing. He's sending them to the sanctuary cities. He's like, we're gonna send you there since you got sanctuary cities. Like, what, dude? What options as a country do we have for these people? We're just supposed to put up a gate and just watch them and just shoot at them when they come in. I mean,
absolutely. That's what they want us to do.
We have to give people asylum. Most of the people in this
give
country,
people an opportunity. That's,
right?
See, that's I'm like.
But that's the reason why America is America.
Right, because most of these people that came from Ireland.
We call it the melting pot for a reason. Nobody in America is, unless you're Native, nobody in America is
from America.
Is American.
Right.
We not American.
They came from ships
they not
and
American.
Boats. I don't get it, man. I don't know why they think that we heard. Hey, but it's a lot of people who from the same countries that these people who are coming from. Don't want to
feel the same
but
way.
I'm like, okay, so my thing is
they want the door locked after they get there.
A lot of them, some of them are escaping bad governments, bad,
especially in Venezuela.
Exactly.
It's horrible right now.
So what's the difference between somebody wanting to escape that and somebody wanting to escape Putin? You're gonna let Putin's people in though, right?
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna let them in.
They'll be happily letting them in.
Happily.
But the other people are a little too dark skinned. They don't like that. So
a little too ethnic for our sorry.
So it's horrible that DeSantis and Greg Abbott are playing these games, man, with these Venezuelan migrants. They're going. The country is going through a hard time. It's a bad situation. So hopefully, man, they can figure it out, man. It's just sad. And I give DeSantis and Greg Abbott the womp of the week, man, because that's just
they deserve it.
Ridiculous what they're doing, playing with these people's lives. It's kids.
Exactly.
Women, children, they don't care. They just throwing anybody on the plane and sending them off and shipping them off to a place they never been to before. They already confused when they got here to Texas.
Right.
And instead of you helping them, trying to figure out something it's ridiculous. Man. So what you got,
This
Mom?
is America.
Right. This week, we're going to be discussing the city of Mesa.
Okay.
City of Mesa. They are now asking their customers to limit or even skip fall overseeding this year.
Overseeding what?
Overseeding is basically they plant the seeds for the grass. Overseeding. It's for the grass.
So they're telling people not to water their grass.
They're telling people to limit or skip overseeding or don't seed your. Okay, this is what they're basically saying. It says city officials are choosing to not overseed Bermuda grass with winter rye. Not only saves water, but it will save customers money from using less water, along with the cost of seed,
Why don't
labor,
they just
and
come
gasoline
out
of
with
mowing.
laws in Arizona for water usage? We need to ban this grass, period, man.
And it's because the request is being made because of the water supply off the Colorado River.
I know what it is, but they just won't make a law and just say ban it. They want to ban abortion, but the water we just gonna.
What company is not don't have money to ban water?
Right.
Dude,
they said
we gotta stop. We're gonna run out of water. We're gonna be looking real stupid.
Fact.
Listen,
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
real
All
quick.
right, going back to the Midwest.
They added that at least 8,000 additional gallons of water are needed for every 1,000 square feet of grass, rather than having the dormant Bermuda grass, which only requires watering once every 3 to 4 weeks. The Bermuda grass needs to be watered every 3 to 4 days.
Man,
Where the winter rye only needs to be watered
man.
at every 3 to 4
ban
weeks.
the grass like Vegas
Right.
did. We don't need grass.
Or get that fake
We're
artificial stuff.
Right,
The
we're
turf, yeah.
Get
we're
the
in the
turf.
desert.
My parents had already said we getting turf.
We're in the desert. We don't need grass.
No, we
You
don't.
want green?
Or you could do
move
rock
back
or
to the
mulch
Midwest.
or
Do anything but that. Get the sand with the like Zen garden. Do
Yeah.
something like
I want the authentic look.
Man, it's so dumb.
it's
they
Arizona.
got with it.
Arizona
Authentic for Arizona is cactuses and dirt.
Exactly.
Exactly.
That's what
But
we
it's so many people from the Midwest and from the East Coast that they're like,
It's just.
I want to have my piece of green grass,
rich
my
people
green
think
land.
It's
that
so
they landscape
ugly. Like, but
gotta have a certain look. The land has.
watch
a
me with my
certain-
mansion, and y'all gonna have a whole desert before you get to my house.
Man.
Right.
Whole desert outside the
You got
house.
anything else?
Yeah, we can go for Hollywood hotness.
No, I gotta to do that. I gotta
Okay.
hit the button.
But that was all I have for the news this week.
Get ready for the week's Hollywood Hot Mess
This
with
is what-
Iesha Rowan.
This is
go.
what I think it is.
All right. So this week, hot mess is welcome to Sweetie Pie's star, James Norman.
Mm.
He is
And this is
guilty
St.
of
Louis staple right here.
St. Louis staple. It's street foods. James Norman is guilty of setting up his nephew's murder, according to a Missouri jury. The former reality TV star was convicted of 3 counts, murder for
I think
hire.
this happened for a long time
Yeah,
ago.
it happened in 2016.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was convicted of 3 counts of murder for hire, conspiracy to commit murder for hire, and conspiracy to commit mail and wire fraud.
Mhm.
After the jury deliberated for 3 days.
Yeah. So he's convicted. How many years he's going to get?
He's facing life in prison once he's sentenced on December 15th. So his sentencing will occur in a couple of months.
Just greed was all
So
that dude
crazy.
about, man.
And when that first came out, and I told my parents, or either they told me what happened, whatever happened,
Mm-hmm.
and we were just like, because we loved that show.
And the lady
Right.
that he
Loved
committed
it.
it, she's also convicted, or she pled guilty.
Really?
The lady that he
Um,
was conspiring with.
Wow.
I think what hurt with it in terms of like, because we used to watch the show all the
Mhm.
time. The owner of Sweet Pies,
Mhm.
Robin,
Yeah.
Right.
Robbie, she took him in, the nephew in, because
Yeah.
she's like he wasn't doing good in school, he was in the gangs or whatever, and she's like, I took him in. She's like, that's become like my other son.
Right.
So we would watch how we would see him get better through the episodes. We're like, look at him, he getting
Right.
And when that happened, I was like, I could only imagine the pain she's going through of
Man.
knowing
It's tough.
her birth son
Right.
did that to the boy she took. Like,
Yeah.
like
right.
that's something mentally. I'm like,
Yeah.
I
It's
hope
tough,
she's
man.
all
So
right.
yeah, I mean that's a tough one, but yeah, that's
Now that's a hot mess.
sure that's a mess, man.
It is hot mess.
I hate it. But moving on, we got the comic book corner this week. I got
She-Hulk.
Comic Book Corner.
we got She-Hulk. I thought the last episode was pretty cool. They brought in the lawyer, which I thought she was a pretty strong character. I like the designer. You know what I mean? It was pretty dope.
That was fun. The
Yeah,
designer.
he was funny, and it also had a sneak peek of Daredevil. You know, helmet. You know what I mean? So
The
some
yellow
people
one.
I hope my
Yeah.
dad's listening, because he was like, what is that? There it is, Dad. I hope you're listening.
So that was pretty dope, man. And so we're pretty you know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people, are on the fence on the show, man. I think it's good. I think it's funny, man. I think it's something different. And everything can't be the
lighter.
same. Yeah, it's a lighter.
It's a lot
something
lighter than
A lot of
lot
other
of
Marvel
Right.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
you
we
know
went
what
from WandaVision to Hawkeye.
Right.
But all of those were heavy
Definitely.
They were
shows.
heavy hitters,
Right.
right?
So you know, I
into
like
this
She's
just
one
be
of the
like-
first guests on here when we talk about Marvel. She like gets
that
in the
knows what's
conversation.
going
Exactly.
on.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, y'all gonna be mad. I love Marvel,
Mhm.
but because I've been so busy, I haven't really been keeping up with She-Hulk. I seen this last episode y'all talking about though, so I know what you mean with the designer.
I haven't watched a lot.
The
of
reason
episodes either.
I got a thing with the Uncanny Valley. The reason I haven't watched it is because seeing her like that is making me. It's throwing me off. I'm like, I know it's fake, but I'm like, something's not right here. But it's I love Marvel. Oh my gosh.
And
Always.
last but not least, in comic book corner today, we're gonna talk about what is it, Haley Bailey, and everybody being mad about a Little Mermaid having a little
a
Listen.
fantasy creature.
She is
A
so
fantasy
fine.
creature-
I don't care.
Man,
Bye.
dog.
A
I don't-
fantasy creature that's a cartoon.
A
Let's start
cartoon.
there. Like
From 30
I'm gonna
years
be honest
ago.
though. I'm gonna be honest. The jokes of what if we made these movies white? Those have been
Man.
kind of funny to me. I've been laughing at those. I saw one that was set it off,
Yeah,
but it
that's
had
it.
like Melissa
Yeah,
McCarthy.
right.
Yeah.
It was
I saw-
Melissa
I saw-
McCarthy.
They
It was all these white
even
women.
had,
It was Black Panther with
Yeah,
Matthew
Black Panther,
McConaughey.
right.
They
Right.
turned Martin Luther King white using
Oh,
Mel
Malcolm X.
Gibson.
Yeah, and then Malcolm X was those have been funny to me. I'm not even gonna lie. But
Man.
I saw somebody go to the extreme on TikTok. Like, honestly, it's not even we don't want her black. It just doesn't make sense for her to be black because if she's under the sea, she doesn't have sun exposure. I'm like, here's the thing: you took your phone. You went to TikTok and you made this video and you were proud of it. You were proud enough to post this. This says more about you than it does me.
And then the thing is that most fish are dark
Yeah.
because they don't have sun. What the fuck are you talking about? They're
It's-
dark.
But
They're dark.
just say you racist at
Right.
this point. Just say you don't like black
They're
people.
all dark. When you get a catfish who
It
are
was just like
all
this
the way at the
video.
bottom and they're dark. Like most of the dark sea dark, they're black.
Mhm.
Like what are you talking about? But I don't know, man. People are just it's. A lot
I
of
think
people,
she cute.
They're
I hope
trying to say
Ursula's
it's
white.
not racism.
And then they want to talk about
No,
her
it's
hair.
Melissa
The hair is
McCarthy, I
not.
think
It's
it's
not
Ursula.
dark
Really?
enough. It's not bright enough.
Okay.
The hair
you know,
color's
Not
not
red
bright enough.
man.
Melissa McCarthy is.
Isn't this a
Ursula?
kids movie? Oh,
Is that my mistake? Yeah. That's the
Yeah,
purple
she
lady,
playing
right?
Ursula.
Yeah, the purple lady. Yeah, man. And then somebody was like, "Oh, she's not purple. What's going on?" They got Melissa McCarthy, and she isn't purple.
it's
What's-
live action. Okay, yeah, she not purple. How mad were y'all when they made Will Smith Aladdin blue?
Some people
Right.
Y'all was mad.
Some people
I'm
was
scared.
I didn't like it either.
I didn't either. I'm not gonna lie.
Dog.
It's this
Oh,
whole.
yeah,
That Aladdin was bad.
bad.
No, it was terrible.
bad. It
No,
was
but I'm
bad.
saying like,
I was like, what the
but think
hell?
about it. What I just said about She-Hulk, and then what him being blue.
Right.
Miss Melissa McCarthy purple. I'm not being disrespectful. Y'all know good and well.
She
Yo,
got like a grape out
what's
there.
going on here?
Hey, whatever.
Nah, she gonna be like by the book.
Melissa McCarthy gonna make the whole movie
She's hilarious.
I love Melissa.
She's hilarious.
because Ursula was always the favorite character in Ariel.
Did the Queen Latifah, was she gonna play
I
her or
thought
something?
so.
I think that was the Broadway live
You know what?
action one.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I thought so too because I'm like, they probably like we
They
got
would
too
lose
many
it.
black
Yeah,
people
they
on
would've
here now.
lost it then.
Right,
They
they
would've
would have
lied
really
to
We ain't
lost
got
it.
nobody. We gonna make our own version.
Oh, they gonna make the Black Panther.
They
white.
already made their own version with Ariel when she was white and she grew her legs and came out the sea
Bye.
and married the little
But
dude,
you know, I
the
seen
white boy.
I haven't seen that one. But I seen a post though in terms of like remaking movies.
Mhm.
They're like, how come we didn't have this much backlash when The Wiz came out in the 70s?
Right.
It's literally, and
Right.
let's just be honest,
The same
it was a
shit.
bad movie.
But
Like,
that movie sucked. They
It
had some
was-
good
it was
music in it.
horrible.
though.
oh, it was a great. Oh my
No,
God,
the
that scene
singing
with
was
the
great.
gold.
The singing.
The musicals.
When they were at Emerald
Yeah.
City, love that scene with
Oh,
the gold
man.
piano, that grand
Nah,
piano.
we
know-
can put
my
That was
favorite-
a fashion
You know what's my
statement for
favorite
me,
one?
too.
You know what's
Definitely.
one of my favorite one? My
What?
favorite scene? When Michael Jackson was on the Crow thing
Yeah,
and he was
you
singing.
can't win.
Yeah,
Period.
that was one of my
The
favorite
songs
songs.
are the iconic.
Yeah.
yeah.
Ease
movie
on
But
down.
itself-
I think he had like a
Yeah.
Reese's cup thing on his nose.
Yeah.
It was bad. But
He said, yeah, it was bad.
it was much better musically than the original. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Much better. Say what?
The game.
All right, let's go. Let's go take a quick break, and we're gonna be back with what's the
Trivia
game?
for the loop.
For the loop, give me the
I
loop.
couldn't even think of that, man. Trivia
Comic
for Lou,
Book Corner.
not comic book corner.
Habari Entertainment Films present There's Only One Name for News with Damon and Iesha. Habari Live Podcast. Habari Entertainment, a race against time. On a quest for glory. Habari News Weekly, HabariEntertainment.com. Catch us for more. Visit us, HabariEntertainment.com.
Do the screen and stream for the game.
You want the trivia loot?
Do the side by side screen
Side by side?
for the
Okay,
game.
gotcha.
I'm scared.
You can't see us.
You can go to the little patty cake right here on the side. Yep, that's what I call it. Little hamburger.
I was about to say, is that what it's called for real?
Slide.
Oh, where did I miss it?
Slide. Right there.
Where?
Up above Hangouts.
I just think it's green, man. I don't know why. Slide to the left.
There you go.
Slide to
Start
the
with
right.
Flash Show.
He said,
Okay.
Freak with it.
In trivia for the loot, there are a total of 10 questions.
Oh, Jesus.
If you get 7 out of 10 correct, we will donate to your charity of choice.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God.
Yeah, you might want to pray for this. I ain't gonna lie. I'm being honest.
I'm scared.
Like,
All
Just
right.
a little
I'm not ready.
I'm not.
Next slide.
Next slide on.
Oh, my bad. I'm straight sleep.
First question is,
Oh, jeez.
name the fashion designer of the 70s who made the wrap dress famous.
Do I have a time limit? I know I probably do. I don't know. I'm telling you, like, my fashion knowledge isn't top peak. It's really not. Like, this is terrible.
Take a
I'm
guess.
scared. I don't even know, man. Oh my God.
Andy Warhol. I think he was a painter, but that's my guess.
That's what I'm like. He's absolutely a painter. See, I could tell you that before I could tell you that.
That's hard. Wow. From the 70s, huh?
Titty boy.
Okay.
That would be Diane von Furstenberg.
Raise your hand if you got that right. If you would have got that right.
We all got it wrong.
So I'm like, we absolutely all got it wrong. You might want to keep that hand there.
Next question. Who were the original target customers of the blue jeans?
Okay, I'm gonna say Cowboys.
Me.
I don't know.
Factory workers.
Coal miners.
Oh,
That'd be a good one too.
break. Dog.
That's our guess.
Coal miners.
Mine.
Dang it.
Yeah, look
dang
at
it. I'm already 2 in the hole.
Hey. See, that's why.
But I'm learning. See, I'm taking this as a learning experience.
Yeah,
Next
I
question.
get that from video games. I ain't gonna lie.
Fashion brand H&M
Wow.
was founded in which European country?
Country.
H&M. I'm gonna go
Was
with.
it?
I'm gonna go with Germany.
I was gonna say UK. United Kingdom.
Nope.
Dang.
You got Jimmy.
I'm bombing
Oh,
this.
you
Everybody's
taking
like,
too long.
you don't even know.
He over there cheating.
I'm 10 on this one. I ain't gonna lie.
Whatever.
I was
Sweden. Oh, we was all off. Dang.
Wow. Swedish fashion, huh? Okay.
Guten Tag. I think that's what it is.
Next question is, what is
Oh.
the oldest luxury fashion house
Mhm.
that is still in operation?
I'm gonna say Coco Chanel, and if I'm wrong, yikes, take away my card. Is it not Coco?
Is it Louis Vuitton?
I thought it was Coco. I could be
Who you
wrong.
got?
I don't think it's Louis Vuitton.
I don't know. Who you got?
Oh, okay. No. I don't think it's Gucci. It's definitely not Gucci.
Prada.
Is it Gucci? Oh my God.
Prada.
I
Nope.
don't know.
Nope and nope.
We're all Hermes.
Hermes.
Never heard of that.
Hermes.
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 You never heard of Hermes? Yeah.
Hermes.
Hermes. Hermes.
Y'all moving a little
Def-
too fast. There. You see what I did there? Hermes.
We all got that wrong. I don't know why I clapped. Should be a straight.
Oh, okay. I know this.
The
Yikes,
next
if I don't know this one.
question is,
I know
in
this one.
1921, Coco Chanel launched its first perfume.
Chanel number 5.
It's Chanel number 5.
Yeah.
Chanel
In
number
05. I'm gonna play. It's number 5.
Even the Bob knows that.
I didn't.
Elijah, you feel it?
Okay.
Oh, I know this one.
I
Okay,
know
so
this
now we
one.
get to what I know.
I know this
This
I know this
famous
one.
fashion designer was shot and killed in Miami, Florida in 1997.
Let's the youngest one in here try it.
Let's see.
Okay.
I know who he is. The
It's
I know
taking
it's
too long.
Gucci.
Burp.
Wrong.
No.
No.
I know who
Versace.
exactly.
Versace, come on, my guy.
Yeah. On his porch.
Wasn't it? They still didn't know who. They still don't know who did it.
exactly who it was and what
That's
happened.
crazy.
But you said.
But you got the wrong
I
man.
know.
I'm like,
I
but
know
you-
exactly what it is.
All right. Anyway, how can you drop a raw egg on concrete floor without cracking it?
Put it in vinegar. Soaking it in vinegar.
Soaking in vinegar. Yeah, that's going.
No,
How long?
I was gonna say cushion it, but yeah, soaking in vinegar.
The egg won't crack on the concrete floor.
What?
The egg won't crack the
knee
concrete floor.
slapper.
Oh my God, I didn't even
The
hear.
egg won't crack the concrete.
Give her a
vibe.
womp for that one, huh?
And
She said.
a trick question. Ain't that a
But you still got it wrong.
bitch? Nobody was expecting a trick question, man.
What goes up and down, but still remains in the same place?
The economy. I'm playing.
Oh,
Anxiety.
My emotions. I'm
crap.
playing. I'm playing.
Up and down.
Stairs.
Stairs. Good answer. Good answer. It's stairs. It's definitely stairs.
I don't.
This
know
is
that.
another
I hate
riddle,
these
isn't it?
questions. Yeah, it is stairs. He cheated too.
He
No,
did.
Kelly,
I
too
did.
bad. I was like, yo.
Oh,
You
I
just
cheated.
skipped like
I
two
know.
questions.
I know.
Did I?
Yeah, you did.
My bad.
Kelly Clarkson.
Stairs.
How many slices of pizza?
Go to the next one.
Yeah, he cheating, man.
Yeah, he over there cheating.
I
That's why
clicked too
Jimmy
fast.
don't play.
I clicked too
But
fast.
that's not. I don't understand. How are you in the same? Oh, you're in the same house. Okay.
Bye.
Who was the first
I would've knew
American
this
Idol
anyway.
winner?
Kelly
Clarkson.
Clarkson.
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
would have knew that anyway.
I don't know, right?
Kelly Clarkson.
What is Fantasia? I'm playing. I'm kidding.
Oh my gosh. How many slices of pizza does America eat per second?
Me
Ooh.
personally.
It's-
Bye.
It's 2.37 or something crazy like that.
I was about to say 3. I was gonna say between 2.5 or 3.
Me personally, I eat 4.
Okay.
Whoa.
Wait,
Y'all did none of y'all
no.
listen to the question. How many slices of pizza does America
Oh.
America.
Eat
I
as a
took it as an
whole.
average.
per
Mm.
second?
Average person. Yeah, dang. Holy shit.
Per second.
We
You some
f-
fat shit.
I'm like, we fat.
Goodness.
You do
Wine
better. Thank you for playing.
We sucked.
I'm like, we bombed that.
Yeah, we definitely
If
did.
we all had some photography questions up there, I'm playing.
We definitely got an F. But hey.
We
Jimmy-
learned though. We
Jimmy
learned some
gotta
things.
Stop cheating, man.
It's not cheating. It's using your resources.
No,
You
it's
sound like
cheating.
it's absolutely cheating. You sound like them kids in school.
Right.
You can't have phones out. Why?
Cheating. All right, man.
When I do quizzes, I look around the classroom. I ain't gonna lie.
Because he be
Wow.
looking.
Do you study?
No.
Oh, okay.
I do study. Not pop-up quiz. Not like daily.
Well, I mean,
quizzes.
duh, pop up. That's the point.
The
That's
daily-
the whole
the-
point of
the
a
da-
quiz.
Pop up.
The daily quizzes are easy.
You gotta
Like
stop.
he'll give an answer, like a question.
The
I'll turn
unit
around.
quizzes are easy. That's what you study.
Test, on the other hand. Anyway.
You got to study. I mean, that's why.
And Google.
But anyway,
Google
I
had
want
you
to
in
thank
trouble.
you, Faith, for coming
Thank you.
through. We appreciate you. It was awesome talking to you, and
was
this was
fun.
really, really fun. Definitely. And tell the people one more time how to get up, how to contact you, and the best way to get your clothes.
If you want to contact me personally, I'm playing. But if you do want to contact me personally, because I'm trying to be into modeling, my Instagram is I am Faith McCowan. My sewing page and the Etsy they say would be linked down below. The Instagram for the sewing page is Soulfully Created, spelled SEWFULLY, created US for the Instagram, and for Facebook, just Soulfully Created, spelled just that way. And my photography, for reaching out for photography, authenticity.photography on Instagram and Facebook.
There you go.
There you
We
go.
really appreciate you. You're an amazing person, and we hope
Oh,
nothing but
thank
the
you.
best for you for in the future. And anything you need, make sure to hit us up, and
You know
we'll
I
make
will.
sure to follow you and
Thank
everything.
you.
Thanks everybody
you,
for
thank you.
watching. We'll catch up with you
Holla,
next week.
holla.
All right.
Peace.
Yeah.
I gotta do the outro. I always mess it up.
Thanks for watching another episode of Habari Live. Make sure to
That was
subscribe
dope.
to our YouTube channel and get updates on news.
No, thank
the
you guys.
podcast,
That was
and
awesome.
more. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. And don't forget to visit www.habaryentertainment.com. See you next week. Peace.
Here, I'll do.